Hi friends, and welcome to Isla Aphin. My brother so kindly gifted me a Switch in March because he saw how desperately I wanted to play AC, but I didn't really get into it until July. So pretty much, this is a product of my quarantine summer. I worked a little bit too hard on both my island and this video, so I hope you enjoy. Oh, and Aphin is a shortened version of my in-game username. Starting off, we have my entrance. This was the first place I terraformed, so the left side is a recreation of something I found on Pinterest because I wasn't too sure how to start. Besides that, I tried to add my own twist. There's some bamboo trees and zen items, and across this bridge there's a stone stool that my villagers sit on from time to time. Also, you'll notice that my island slowly starts to look more like a Japanese town as we continue. So over here behind the entrance, we have my resident services. Also, I want to show you guys my island tune. It's from Undertale. I chose this Totoro flag for no other reason than the design being cute. There's also some instruments that my villagers use almost all the time, and it's so cute. Behind my resident services, we have a bus stop. I wasn't too sure what to put here, but I think this turned out pretty nice. To the left, there's the coffee/bakery area and some cushions I imagine you put out if you had more friends over. Over here is my heart pond/picnic area. This area was heavily inspired from an island tour I saw called Okinawa. I thought it was really cute and I wanted my own version on my island. You'll also start to notice that there's a ton of vending machines. Continuing down, we have our Nooks cranny. There's a seating area, some vending machines, and a playground to drop off your kids while you do some shopping. There's a hopscotch, Tom Nook chalk drawing, and on the beach we have some toys and a painting set. There's also a kiddie pool, this beach ball, and a shower to wash off after a swim. Also, Gulliver was here and I really didn't want to go find his communicator part, so I just left him there. Sorry, Gulliver. I wanted to dedicate a good portion of my island to my villagers because watching them interact with items and each other is probably my favorite part of the game, so across our left bridge we have our residential area. In the center, there's a couple of snacking and seating areas, there's a couple of food stalls, and of course vending machines. On the first street, we have Pico, who is so freaking adorable. She's grown to be one of my favorites. We have Dobie, an old wolf. I can't reach his name sign, but he's honestly a breath of fresh air out of all of my youthful villagers. And Zucker, a literal takoyaki. He's a lazy villager, so I gave him a log bed to rest on. On the second street, we have Piper, who's my absolute favorite. She has a stereo that she sings to sometimes, practicing to fulfill her pop star dreams. We also have Meringue. I recently found her on a mystery island and wasn't sure about bringing back another normal villager, but I'm so glad that I did. Moving on to the third street, we have Sprinkle, who at this point is my oldest villager, but I still don't have her photo. She has an ice cream cone, of course, because her name's Sprinkle. And Marina! I love that she loves music, so I tried to decorate around that. Also, I won't be showing my beaches because as you can see, they're pretty empty. On the final street, we have Lucky. I can't reach his name sign either, but he has a bug cage because he likes bugs. There's Julia, who's a beautiful and really cool peacock. Her hobby is education, so I left a book out for her. And last but not least, we have Marshall. I didn't really get the hype until I actually met him on a friend's island. I thought he was so cute, and apparently I have a soft spot for the musical villagers. Diana recently lived here, hence the golden roses, cause she's classy like that. Moving up along this path, there's a couple of food stalls that the villagers can enjoy, and here... we'll go left first. And it's my campsite, yay! First, let me change into a more appropriate outfit. Okay, anyway, I wanted to keep it close to my villagers because I'd imagine that the visitor would want to be near civilization. There's a bonfire that I normally don't light because it makes this area really laggy, and there's a lawn chair, a barbecue, and even a log bed to get a nap in. I really wish the campsite villagers could leave their tents. Up this incline, we have my orchard. It's nothing too special, it's just an orchard. There's a fruit basket and a couple of haystacks. There's some miscellaneous items on the floor, and more importantly, I left some peach chairs here. Moving to the right, we have my flower field. My friends always ask me if someone died here because of this item, but I thought it was just a fitting flower sign. As you can see, the flowers aren't super organized. It's honestly just a place for me to store my flowers because I do use the flowers to decorate from time to time. There's a scarecrow in the center, and I dug streams of water since the field was looking pretty flat. Here I have some hybrids, but I'll probably be replacing them with pumpkins. Behind the field, there's this really cute seating area. But it also leads to Red's Beach. There's a wanted sign for my villagers that don't know about his scams, and I also left out a couple of items for him. Over here is my apiary. I left a warning sign to let my villagers know not to agitate the bees. There's a wishing well and even a coin and a honey stand. To the right, there's a small pond and a picnic area. I even left a net in case the bees get too close to your food. Up this incline is my zen area. There's an onsen which I decorated with these kind of random but fitting items, and I left a Cosmos shower outside because my brother critiqued it on how there were no showers, and there's also a small sitting area. To the right is my rock garden, which took me forever to make. I left stone there on the floor on purpose because it felt empty without it. And over here is an outdoor bath with a towel basket, and you can't really see, but I also left a bathrobe there. Moving back down and to the right, there's a sitting area along this pathway and a rope fence and warning sign to not fall down the waterfall. I am not held responsible if you do. We're entering a more urban area now, so let's quickly change back. First, let's go down the stairs. And this is my apartment complex. This is a recreation of something I saw on Instagram, also from Okinawa Island, and I thought it was so creative and looked so cool, so I recreated the door design and made my own. This is also where I keep my mailboxes. Now moving back behind the complex, there's a rooftop. It's nothing too much, but definitely a place of solitude. There's AC, the classic Welcome Horizons playing, and a ukulele. I also left some cardboard boxes behind the building just because it kind of makes sense. Over here is the apartment's infinity pool. There's spa beds, coconut juice, and even life rings in case something goes wrong. I tried to tie in the Zen theme since we're still quite close to the actual Zen area. Moving down and to the right, we have my house that we're not going to go in quite yet, and behind that we have my brother's house. He wants a puppy, so that's that. He has his own Switch that I'm using to record this tour, but I wanted an additional house. There's nothing inside yet, but I want to eventually make it into an Airbnb. Outside of our homes, there's a train station, which means it's probably not ideal to live around here. I added these panels to make it look like the train is entering a tunnel, and there's also a couple of vending machines and, of course, a waiting area. Behind the station, there's a simple seating area. I wasn't too sure what to put here, but this was the best I could do. There's a puzzle, book, and of course more vending machines. I even left some change out for my villagers. On this rock, there's a sort of hidden stargazing area that I love. There's a painting set to sit down and paint the sky, a telescope, and of course a crescent moon chair. I will say it's difficult to get nice pictures here though. Teleporting back to the apartments, we have a community gym. I really like this area for some reason, even though it's just a gym. There's KK Metal playing the superior KK Slider song because have you heard his rap verse? There's a basketball court, a water station, and a bench with some protein powder. I don't have any jog villagers, but I'm trying to get my starter Buck back because I miss him so much. Also, I placed these yellow scooters everywhere to act as lime scooters. Over here, we have our gym's pool. There's a lifeguard chair and a chess table just because I wasn't too sure what to put here. On the left, we have an outdoor internet cafe. It rains sometimes, but it's fine. I left out a coffee stand for the students, and I also customized each computer screen, aesthetic coffee for the artist, and tissues for the programmer to cry in. Definitely not personal. I wasn't too sure what to create here, and in this pandemic the first thing I thought of was a study area so that I don't have to always study at home. There's some whiteboards and chalkboards, a log table to do some work on, and of course a lamp when it gets dark. Let's teleport back to the resident services. To the right, we have a night market. I originally made this area to watch fireworks in, and it definitely served its purpose well. There's a couple of food stalls, a street piano, and Imperial KK playing. Over here is an Ichiran / dim sum restaurant hybrid. Ichiran is a ramen restaurant with solo cubicles, and I saw photos of an Animal Crossing recreation on Reddit. Also, imagine being this guy. I had to make my own, but I still had some space left, so I turned it into a dim sum hybrid. There's a check-in area and also a waiting area. Moving down past the entrance and to the right, we come across the final street, finally. This area is basically a parking lot, but down here, I keep my spare DIYs that I trade or give to my friends. Going up the stairs, we have our Able sisters. There's some Demon Slayer outfits that I did not design, and there's even a mini laundromat. And over here, I didn't clean my flowers, but we're gonna ignore that. I left some supplies out for Mabel and Sable in case they ever want to get some work done outside. On the right side is a small arcade. There's a popcorn machine, an extra token in case you run out, and obviously some arcade machines. Behind the arcade, there's some music playing, and I left a bench here that no one ever seems to notice, but that's because my museum is literally right there, so I guess that's fair. There's a chess table, and I'm really happy with how this area came out. There's some books, a place to lie down and watch the stars, and a telescope. And over here I just didn't know what to do, so I just left a typewriter. That's antique, right? Also, I'm almost done with my fossil collection and I'm so excited. I was originally not too interested in the museum, but I've grown to love the fossils so much. My house is kind of far, so we're just gonna teleport there. We're also in comfy clothes and slippers now. Outside of my home, we have a tiny library and a bike, and I'm actually only going to be showing you 2 rooms because I'm not completely satisfied with the other ones. So we're gonna go straight upstairs to my bedroom first. I split my room into 2 sort of sections. On the right side, we have my actual bedroom area. I have a place to play with my Switch, and the villager photos that I've collected on the walls. Have you guys noticed that the stereo has this little animation? Because I didn't notice until now. I also am in love with the star clock. On the left side is my work/study area. I have my computer, of course. There's some bookshelves, wall art and Sanrio posters, and my closet and mirror. Moving downstairs to my right room, we have my kitchen. I actually posted screenshots of this on Reddit and it received so much love, so thank you if you saw it. I'm pretty proud of this room, but I literally have 0 wood left in storage. I did the crafting and decorating in a few hours, but it took me forever to stock up on wood since I'm lazy. And that's the end of my island tour, yay! I purposely left my beaches blank and some of my rooms unfinished because I don't ever really want to be finished with this game. Thank you for coming, I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye!